Think about this right now. You have power to change your life's most difficult problems into your most important wins. But how, you might ask? Today, we go deep to the core of Stoicism, an old way of thinking that has enabled people to thrive in hardship and find serenity amidst chaos. For centuries, think about the last time you faced a situation that tried your patience or shook your confidence. How did you respond? Were you a prisoner to your quick thoughts, or did you choose an answer that showed your deeper values and beliefs? This is where Stoicism shines, teaching us to respond to life's problems with courage, wisdom, and equanimity. Today, we're getting into a profound idea that has its roots in old wisdom, yet stays strikingly current in our new world. The art of training your mind to respond, not reply. This idea isn't just about controlling your anger or keeping your cool in trying situations. It's about cultivating a deep-seated sense of awareness, a base in the present moment that allows you to manage life's ups and downs with grace and aim the Stoics, ancient philosophers, known for their sensible way to life. Understanding react versus respond. The Stoic perspective had a lot to say about this. They believed that while we might not have control over the events that happen to us, we do have control over how we understand and respond to these events. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's within our control, encouraging a detachment from external factors and an anchoring in our own reasoned choices. It's this quiet knowledge that can inspire us to pause, reflect, and choose a course of action that is reasoned and planned, rather than rash and aggressive. But why is this important? Well, think about how much of our stress, regret, and frustration comes from knee-jerk reactions to things people say or do. Now imagine if instead you could stay calm, centered, and thoughtful, even when the world around you is anything but. This isn't just about improving your peace of mind. It's about becoming a more effective, compassionate, and brave person, traits that can change not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. In our chat today, we'll try different strategies that draw from both modern psychology and Stoic thought to help you build this flexible mindset. We'll look at how to develop mindfulness, the importance of spotting why responding over reacting matters in today's world, and expressing your feelings constructively, and how to keep the bigger picture in mind. A viewpoint that the Stoics excelled at. By the end of this talk, you'll have a toolkit of tactics to help you stop, assess, and act thoughtfully to whatever life throws your way. So let's start on this journey together, learning to anchor ourselves in the knowledge of Stoicism and the power of our own minds to choose our answers, changing our lives and interactions for the better in our journey to understand the essence of replying, overreacting. We delve into a realm where every thought and action is deliberate, echoing the profound lessons of Stoicism. The Stoics, those wise teachers of ancient Greece and Rome, held a view of life that is remarkably applicable to our fast-paced modern world. They taught the value of controlling one's feelings and reactions, emphasizing the true power lies in our ability to choose our answer to any given situation. So why is it so important to create a response rather than a knee-jerk response? Pretend you're in a tense meeting or facing a personal challenge. The default human behavior is often to move automatically, driven by the rapid surge of feelings. This response, though natural, is seldom in our best interest. Strategies for training the mind to respond. In the long run, it can escalate fights, hurt relationships, and lead to choices we might later regret. Here's where the stern knowledge shines through. The Stoics believed in life according to nature and reason, arguing for a life where every move is guided by virtue and logical thought. By adopting this idea, we learn to observe our initial thoughts, study them with a logical mind, and choose a course of action that aligns with our core beliefs and long-term goals. Answering rather than reacting means taking a moment to pause when faced with a triggering event. It's about stepping back to watch not only the external event, but also your internal answer to it. This thoughtful pause allows you to consider different outcomes and choose one that is reasoned, fair, and most importantly, under your control. In following this Stoic method, you're not blocking your feelings or saying they don't exist. Instead, you're acknowledging them, understanding their origins, and then choosing if and how they should influence your actions. This method helps you to connect with the world in a way that maintains your deep peace and fairness, regardless of external events. But the importance of reacting, overreacting, extends beyond personal peace. It affects the quality of your relationships, the success of your leadership, and your strength in the face of hardship. When you respond carefully, you display respect, understanding, and empathy toward others' views and experiences, fostering more important and helpful conversations. Going on a changing journey to train the mind needs more than mere desire. It needs deliberate and continuous work. Much like the practices espoused by the Stoics, these old thinkers offer timeless thoughts that can support our current method to building a responsive, the power of self-awareness and the pause, rather than reacting, mind. Firstly, let's dig into the power of self-awareness, a cornerstone of Stoic thought. The Stoics emphasize the importance of reflection and understanding one's own thoughts and motivations in our situation. This means developing a strong awareness of our mind and emotional states. When you're aware of your thoughts and feelings, you're better equipped to handle them effectively. This heightened self-awareness allows you to recognize the start of emotional feelings and gives the important first step in picking a different, more reasoned answer. Next, we study the practice of stopping a simple yet deep plan. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, often spoke of the space between input and reaction, the place where we have the power to choose our actions by developing the habit of stopping. Even just for a few seconds, we give ourselves the chance to step back from our immediate desires. This break can be filled with a deep breath, a moment of reflection, or a brief thought. It's in this place that we can consult our inner Stoic, asking ourselves what virtue calls for in this moment, and what reaction fits with our best self. Another important plan is changing our view, a method that Stoics use to keep equanimity in the face of hardship. This involves consciously choosing to view a situation from a different angle, one that lowers its emotional charge and shows different ways to engage with it. For instance, reframing perspectives and focusing on what we can control. Instead of seeing a difficult work situation as a threat, you might reframe it as a chance to grow and show resilience. By changing our story, we shift our mental reactions and open up new options for action. Moreover, the Stoics were champions of focused on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. In following this idea, we learn to spend our energy wisely, responding actively to our own thoughts and acts, while accepting the external happenings as they unfold. This doesn't mean being inactive or uncaring. Rather, it's about recognizing where our power truly lies and choosing to act there with intention and integrity. Finally, the art of constant thought and change is key to training the mind. The Stoics engaged in daily self-examination, judging their actions and progress toward virtue. Similarly, we can end our day by thinking on our answers, celebrating our successes in picking thoughtful acts, and learning from the times we fell back into reactivity. This ongoing process of self-review and improvement fosters a flexible mindset and cultivates the wisdom and balance that Stoicism so highly values. By combining these tactics into our daily lives, we not only honor the memory of the Stoics, but also strengthen ourselves to live with greater purpose, peace, and success through constant practice. We change our minds, guiding them toward answers that reflect our core values and aspirations. Mindfulness at its core is about cultivating a deep sense of the present moment. It's about watching our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment, allowing us to gain knowledge into their nature and impact. By practicing mindfulness, we agree with the serious effort to live with knowledge and aim, grounding ourselves firmly in the now. Mindfulness practices for a Stoic life, the only time when we truly have the power to act. One useful way to develop focus is through focused attention exercises, such as breath meditation. By simply watching our breath, watching each breath and exhale, we build the ability to maintain attention and return it to our point of focus. When it wanders, this practice is not just about rest. It's a training place for the mind, improving our ability to focus and stay present amid life's pleasures and hurdles. Another key practice is mindful observation, which can be applied to any daily task, turning it into a chance for mindfulness. Whether you're eating, walking, or even performing boring jobs, you can practice being fully involved with the activity, studying every aspect with interest and openness. This not only improves the experience itself, but also strengthens your ability to remain focused and quick in different scenarios. Body scan meditation is another powerful mindfulness technique that promotes body awareness and presence by attentively looking through different parts of the body. We not only develop a greater link with our physical selves, but also learn to recognize and release stored stress and feelings. This technique echoes the quiet thought on the nature of body feelings and the importance of not allowing them to greatly influence our sensible minds. Incorporating mindfulness into our relationships with others can also transform our connections and communication by being fully present with others, listening attentively, and observing without judgment. We encourage deeper understanding and link this behavior fits with the stern value of kindness and the recognition that others too are sensible people navigating their own problems and experiences. Implementing response over reaction in daily life by adopting these quiet techniques, we walk a path tread by the Stoics, one that leads to greater clarity, calm, and success in our activities. As we develop a conscious presence, we arm ourselves with the tools to react to life's natural problems with grace, knowledge, and composure, representing the best of what it means to live a Stoic-inspired life. Now let's shift our focus toward the useful application of our newfound mindfulness and stern thoughts, trying to create a lifestyle where responding thoughtfully overshadows quick reactions. This journey to implementing an answer over reply is not merely about stopping natural instincts. Rather, it's about improving our connection with life, echoing the Stoic trait of living with deliberate purpose and logic to embody the ideals we've talked. It's important to create daily routines that teach the art of replying. Imagine you're faced with a tough situation, perhaps a conflict at work or a sudden setback. The immediate impulse might be to react strongly, driven by anger or disappointment. Yet this is the moment to harness our tough-inspired training, to pause and consider the broader view, asking ourselves, what would a Stoic scholar do? This question isn't a call for mental avoidance. Instead, it's a call to engage our thinking mind to examine the situation dispassionately and find constructive answers. Here, we're not deleting feelings, but directing them productively, using reason to move through them. It's about recognizing our feelings, understanding their triggers, and then with clarity and calm, choosing the best plan of action that aligns with our ideals and goals in real terms. This could mean taking a short walk to clear your mind before responding to a bold email. Practical tips for cultivating a responsive lifestyle. Or it might involve a deeper study of what's truly upsetting you in a fight, seeking the root issues rather than moving to surface irritants each time you choose to respond rather than react. You're encouraging a habit of thoughtful involvement with life's problems, fostering resilience and developing a more deep feeling of peace and satisfaction. Moreover, integrating this approach into your daily routines amplifies its impact. Begin your day with a thought on your goals, reminding yourself of your willingness to respond thoughtfully across various settings. Engage in regular writing to think on your answers. Celebrate your successes and find areas for growth. And importantly, embrace a mindset of continuous learning and adaptation. Recognizing that each day offers fresh chances to practice and improve your understanding of response over response by agreeing to this path. You're not just choosing a plan for stress decrease or conflict handling. You're accepting a way of life that shows the Stoic quest of virtue and knowledge. You're choosing to live with purpose, aligning your acts with your highest ideals. And in doing so, you're adding to a more reasoned, compassionate, and attentive world. The journey from feeling to answer is transformative, beckoning us toward a stronger engagement. Conclusion: the journey forward with Stoic wisdom, with our inner selves and the outward world. It's a road that the Stoics walked with effort and commitment, and now with their knowledge leading us, we too can strive to handle life's vicissitudes with grace, equanimity, and logic. Reflecting the true spirit of Stoicism in our present times, the heart of our journey is not just about controlling our feelings in isolation, but about adding a flexible, thoughtful approach into the fabric of our lives by accepting the ideas of Stoicism, focusing on what's within our control. Acting with reason and working for goodness, we help ourselves to handle life's problems with greater equanimity and purpose. This calm, inspired road urges us to view every moment as a chance to practice our pledge to response over response. Whether we're faced with daily irritations, significant losses, or crucial choices, each situation presents a chance to embrace the Stoic values of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By constantly choosing to respond carefully, we not only improve our own well-being, but also help positively to the lives of those around us. Remember, the road toward mastering response over reply is happening a process of constant learning and growth. Like the Stoics, we must accept the discipline of self-reflection, regularly assessing our progress and changing our classes. This dedication to personal growth not only brings us closer to our dream selves, but also resonates outward, shaping our relationships, communities, and the wider fabric of our linked lives as we reach the end of this trip together. Remember, every moment is a choice, a chance to embody the calm, the resilience, and the wisdom of Stoicism in the tapestry of life. Your replies are threads of your character made with meaning and purpose. Now, as we part ways, I invite you to continue your study. Look to the screen for recommended videos that dig deeper into the art of living wisely and well. Thank you for joining us at Stoic Journal, for accepting the path of mindful response over aggressive urge. May your journey forward be filled with clarity, honor, and peace.